Rafaela, by the way. So
Yeah.
now there are a lot of problems now. You have to have a lot of like damage sources from they still pick up the Harith. Yeah. Those are the only two options I feel like that will be good for Onic. But already I like the compost.
Jump into the game. It's game at 2 in this best of 5. Bigatron by Vitality up 1 in the series. Let's see if Onic can equalize.
Yeah. Already the setup here for BTR is good. It seems like whenever they play against Onic, they transform and just know exactly what to do and deal with Onic. Onic has been so dominant all throughout this tournament, and it seems like it's BTR that has got their number. And that's also true with MPL Indonesia. Everybody was just dropping their games up against Onic. Onics are so dominant, but in comes BTR coming in, and they look like they are the better team against Onic. It seems like we're feeling that again. Not unless Onic decides otherwise. Not unless they do something really different right now for them to be able to show us something, some sort of fight against BTR, especially with this draft that they built. And we're starting with here in the middle.
Yeah, something along the lines of, I don't know, I think it's more of just Onic finding that form of execution. You know, it's the team fights. Like, we already know that all these players are individually, you know, some of the best in their roles, and they had an amazing, you know, last meeting with the grand final that they had. Hold on, mid lane. First blood going over to Kyrie, but here's the return. Shadow kill going to be used. Revive comes through, and now it's Nile that falls. So that's not going to be worth for Bigatron by Vitality, and that's 2 kills in the hands of Kyrie.
Great start again for the side of Onic. This time they've utilized Kyrie in an offensive manner before the 2-minute mark. They identified that if you are able to force out where Moreno is, this is a good opening for them, and they do have to reach.
Okay, they might be able to go ahead and just make something happen. They get the turtle. Now they're going to be looking for more. Shogun, tanky enough. Nile might just want to go ahead and grab his purple buff. Even though there's a lot of low health bars, never mind. He goes in. He's able to pick up Lutby. So that's 1 kill, but now Onic, they know this. They're going to put pressure on the mid, and out they go. Finn's gone. They're going to be looking for more. BTR firing back, but now it's Kelra to get a kill. Man, Onic looking for more, but they got to keep Kyrie alive. This is the most action we've seen under 3 minutes in a while, man. That's
for sure.
That's insane. I think the entire game's the future.
Yeah, and that's 6 kills in what, 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
A quick activation of Kelra as well. I really like how Onic is doing it because now they're calling Kelra into the fights very early on, and he gets a kill. So never mind the fact that Claude versus Harith is more of a farming battle in that gold lane, that the only time that you actually will die in that lane is if you really mess up, or if there's an external effort from other players into that lane. But having Kelra in the middle is really good. Can they take out Sans? Yes, he can.
I thought they'd have enough shielding there from Keyboy, but Sans goes down anyway. So both junglers are having a hell of a start here, Wolf. You know, 3-1 on Nile, 3-0 on Kyrie. This is going to be the assassin showdown that we want to see.
Yeah. And we're going to be waiting for that to happen for Nile with 3-1 right now. But it seems like it's all about the targeting. The first time that they used this Hayabusa, it wasn't as impactful because the targeting wasn't that good. But if you see like Sans, for example, getting picked off in the middle, the timing was perfect for BTR. They are looking at the Hayabusa that's really scary, that can be activatable. Because apart from the healing coming out from the Matilda, there's not much that they can do against this Hayabusa.
Oh man, Kelra. I mean, the shadow kill's already used up, so Nile's not going to be able to find Kelra here, but Nile building up very quickly. This is very different from the Hayabusa game we saw him play against Pro Esports in the first game, where they actually lost that one. Right now, he's hit that kind of potential to just snowball, but opposing him is the Kyrie snowball. So you got 2 snowballs going down a hill right now. Oh, they're going to be looking for Nile, and they shut him down. And it goes to Kyrie, of all people, who's already got the Sky Piercer.
Cool. They will resurrect him, but what a play coming out from Onic. as they now use their game sense to find where Niall will be. They secure a purple buff for themselves as well. They take it away from Niall, so that was a costly death for the Hayabusa, not having... oh, does have the purple buff, but yeah, they're trying to invade as much as possible.
Kyrie has lived in his jungle.
Yep, for sure. And they're doing it again.
Oh, they're doing it again. They know his Retribution's down, so they're going to take the buff. And you can see, man, Kyrie's got an XP lead. Oh, they're going to re-engage. Shadow Kill going to be used on Sands. He's still going to be okay with the shields, though. And now the rest of the team join it. Both gold laners going at it. Blaze and Do It was already used. They're going to go for collapsing down on Niall. They'll take up, but whoa, what a shot from the Maestro Moreno. This is what we were worried about. If you're opposing this Novaria, they're going to go for more. Echo drops down. Keyboy trying to bob and weave. He has to burn the flicker, and he should be able to survive. He's got some shields, but hold on. Moreno's going to line one up, and also the gold lane. Kyrie's looking for Emon. Emon goes in, breaking the ankles, but Kyrie goes in to get another stack.
Oh, Kyrie is back 5-0-2. Game 1 was more of a warm-up game for him, so it seems that this time is actually showing his prowess as the assassin. Trying to outplay a lot of people out there in the bottom lane, eventually getting 2 kills for himself, 5-0-2. I would assume 3 or 4 stacks from the Sky Piercer. Going to be a really good start now for this Hirara coming out from Onic. Now, they are just leading by 1,000 though, because BTR, with all due fairness, they are retaliating. And the kill onto Kelra coming out from the Maestro is good. So, Onic cannot celebrate that yet, this game just yet, especially because BTR are showing their teeth now. They're showing that they can actually fight into this neutral objective.
Seems like they want to continue to fight here. Half health, last turn of the game. Will this be a 3-for-3 for Onic? Moreno lining things up. Both Astro Echoes being used here. They're going to go for it. It goes to Kyrie, able to secure it. Shadow Kill going to be used. Into the Zaman Force they go. Now Loopy looking for an opening here too, but Kelra is able to take out the gold laner, Emon from BTR. They're going to be going for Shogun too, as Sans picks one up for himself. Finn's going to burn the flicker, and Onic, they're going to be happy with that little sidestep too here. Potentially a re-engage. They just back off. Sounds very low. Thread of the needle. Moreno going for the shot, but just not enough distance on there. And they'll take the tier 1 after the fight.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelra.
With the dance. Win! 2 quick kills for Kelra. That's not a double, but he did take out Emon before that, which is going to be so good for Onic. They are now gaining ground. 7 minutes and 40 seconds in. They lead by 3,000. They're feeding kills into Kelra, and most importantly, onto Kyrie. And already, there's a big change when it comes to the non-verbal cues. You're looking at the camera for Onic. If you're looking at their camera, I mean, everybody's so happier. It's lighter now. The ambience around the Onic side of the stage. And BTR, can they actually mount a comeback here? It's the War Access was the Hunter Strike only for Niall at this point.
Ooh, okay. This is still relatively close, it seems, based on the team fights. Now there's a gold lead for Onic right now. You're going to be taking the purple buff, though. They continue to put pressure towards Niall. And now Kyrie, level 13. I know Niall's almost a level 11, but still you're seeing, you know, this pressure on his buff, the pressures on his green camps. Onic is able to go ahead and take what they can, but amidst this all, you know, they only have 2 turrets down. They're eventually going to get 3 here as Kelra knocks the top one off. But it looks like BTR wants to go ahead and open up the map a little bit themselves too before the Lord comes up. But they don't just get that turret just in time now. Oh, could this potentially be bad? Good coverage from Moreno, though.
Be setting up for this Lord this time, and then the long lane has been pushed heavily in favor of Onic. There are 5 members of Onic around here. They're going to be waiting for the Novaria ultimate. So there's a lot of stuff that's not going in favor of BTR right now. So it seems like Onic are just going to take this Lord away from him.
Yeah, this is a Lord that they control the domain over. They'll go ahead and grab themselves to the Lord. Now Onic can start to look to take down tier 2 turrets. I'm not sure if they're going to get to the base ones just yet, based off the way that BTR has been fighting. They can try to maintain what they can. Again, Emon might have to go ahead and utilize Blaze and Do It here, but their clear is pretty good. And he's going to go ahead and push that top one up top. potentially deal with the Lord too. Actually, he's going to go back to base as tier 2 bottom side will be taken by Onic. So now BTR on the defense. Nile, oh no, he's going to get stopped from recalling. He's going to be able to escape this, but Kyrie is going to chase him down. Oh, he goes back. Let's go.
Okay.
He's going to go into the jungle, and now they're going to hunt him down. Niall's going to have some fancy footwork for this.
Oh, no.
He gains some space, but oh, Keyboy's going to chase him down anyway, utilizing the flicker, and he goes back to the shadow, but Niall's got nowhere to go after this. He's been hunted down. Let's see if he can take out some minions. He's going to buy a little bit more time for the rest of the team until he's eventually taken out by Kyrie, and that's another stack for Kyrie.
Yeah. With all the fairness, Niall actually showed some really good moves out there, using his quad shadow to eventually disjoint the circling eagle. But enough time for BTR to gather themselves and defend top, especially because there is no Onic. There's not much Onic heroes that to force this issue out, but no, they will still go for this Onic.
Oh, Loopy falls. Shogun could be next here. They're going for it. Shogun, oh, barely surviving. BTR will be able to go ahead and defend. They maintain that top holy defense shield. A shot on Kyrie, but still, I think they're happy with that. Again, as I mentioned with that first Lord, they just want to go ahead and get the tier 2s down, potentially take out some base shields, but they don't get all of them. So I'd still say Bigatron by Vitality admits it all. Another 5,000 gold behind, but they're still holding on. What they're going to start playing into is now Emon's power spike. That's one of the main things. He's got the Purify, so part of what Onic wants to do is get that, you know, pop that Purify, make something happen here. But even Niall's got to look for that window, right? That opening to go ahead and use that shadow kill to either follow through after the damage of the blaze and do it maybe, or maybe vice versa on how they want to approach that. But let's see if BTR can still fight into this. They still have 30 seconds before that Lord comes up.
Yeah. I mean, using the ultimate again, the Astral Echo to find 2 and maybe just poke Keyboy. Niall is, you know, utilizing his ultimate, a very ambitious one at that, although
oh, no.
you can see the progress. Okay, defense coming out from Onic.
Shogun just standing there menacingly, saying, you guys got to go through me, basically. A lot of ultimates being expended, but now attention toward this buff to try to take it away. Kyrie will be able to do that. So this is all part of the plan, I feel like, for Onic.
Yeah. Especially if they're forcing the Astral Echo out, right? So it will now be available, fortunately. Well, I guess Moreno knows exactly what the cooldown is, and he timed it perfectly for the alert to be up. So now they're ready. Hayabusa is going to be split pushing top for a little bit of defense on the long push, but Onic feels like they can burst.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and fight for this Lord. It looks like they want to just give this one a go. BTR in space. Loopy quite low. He's going to guiding win on out. Now Niall jumping in with the shadow kill. They're looking for a kill. He's able to go ahead and proc the stack, taking out Loopy. Winter Crown could be used by Kelra, but Kelra could be next, and he goes down too. And now Onic falling apart in the Lord fight again as Keyboy and Kyrie are trying to run away, but what a shot! Again from the Maestro, man. They have to get rid of this Novaria because that's going to be a Lord going to BTR.
Unbelievable coming out from BTR. Again, winning out of nowhere. They were down by so much. They've raised the lead by Onic. They're now pushing. They're about to take the lead for themselves because only Kyrie is left. And with the Rafaela, it means that longer team fights means that you will be top. It's going to be a difficult defense now for Onic. And even if you eliminate one, the resurrection will be there. So Vitality, they are just taking everything away from Onic right now.
So quick to turn that around, Wolf. Again,
wow.
Playing on the back foot. They dealt with the first Lord pushing it in their base, and then all of a sudden, Bigatron by Vitality now has control in this game. They took out one of the base turrets of Onic. It's their turn to go ahead and take some green camps and resources from them, and they still have this Lord making its way down bot, looking to go in, crash into this bottom base turret while the wave up top works on the tier 2. They're going to force a fight anyway. Shadow kill going to be used to get them low enough to get them to back off the turret as the turret falls. Now Onic, you got to deal with this Lord. Half health on it. Wave's going to go ahead and push up top. Can they get more? Sans has to be careful. Half health. These procs and these star shatters are so deadly if you're Onic. Right now, BTR might potentially make another go on that last base turret, lining it up with the Astral Echo. They're going to throw it down. Again, a Shadow Kill going to be used. They have to get enough space. Keyboy in trouble. Mlbb going to go use a Daytona's Welcome, but a shot from Moreno is going to bring him low, and it's Mlbb that falls. But they have to disengage. A BTR is happy with the base turrets down. Oh, Kyrie jumping in. Holy Baptism going to be used, but he's able to avoid it. And now it's just 5 full force for BTR. They've got a cannon minion and another wave pushing up top. They might want to end it here to get to a 2-0 lead right now in the series, but the waves are going to be cleared out as Onic stays in it. Kelra dropping down the Zaman Force. They get a nice stun out with the circling eagle, but Kelra is gone. He's blasted down. Moreno lines up a shot on Sands. He has to go heal back up, but they're still going. Kyrie gets shut down in this mid wave. Should be enough. Mlbb, he's got no stacks here. They're going to go for it anyway. An Echo drop down. A double for Iman, the man. And they're going to work on the crystal to take game.